We're in holiday season, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year. It's the time of year when things can become really stressful for lots of different reasons. The last thing we don't want to be stressing about is how we're going to get or remain in shape. So I'm going to be covering that in this video, how to get through the holiday season. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you, if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50, get in amazing shape. And we've got a season that is full of indulgent coming up, and so I'm going to tell you the tips I kind of give to my coaching clients about getting through this season, because it is absolutely possible to get through this season, make progress, and avoid sabotaging all that amazing progress that you've made. There are a few key dates in the calendar, aren't there, that are going to be the days where you want to just eat anything you like, really, and that's what I would recommend. You've got things like Thanksgiving Day. Some people actually celebrate St. Nicholas. Some people celebrate Christmas Eve, and many of us celebrate Christmas Day itself and then New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. And you want to sort of pick out 2 or 3 of those key days where it's going to be really important to you to spend time with your loved ones, eating the food that you enjoy. And you just pick those days and you eat whatever everyone else is eating and what you normally eat on those days. And you're not going to go wrong. Now, what may happen if you hop on the scale and you've overeaten compared to what you normally eat, particularly on stuff like kind of carbohydrates, and there's quite a lot of food, isn't there, laden with fat, you can find you've put on a little bit of weight on the scale, but that is generally water, and after a few days, as long as you get back on track, it will come off. You do have to be careful with alcohol, because as a menopausal woman, alcohol can wreak havoc, and so I would say it's the same as the food. Pick a few key days where you're going to have just 1 or 2 glasses of alcohol, and always combine that with plenty of water, because water, firstly, it's going to keep you satisfied generally, then it's going to counteract the dehydrating aspect of alcohol, and it will also mean kind of prevents you from drinking so much alcohol. So just ensure you're drinking more water than you are alcohol. Once you've eaten that meal or had that day, just ensure you get back on track the very next day. Especially is great is if you can include a strength training workout, because all those extra calories in your system, you're going to have a really good strength training workout. But what I wouldn't recommend the next day is going and punishing yourself with tons of cardio, because there's absolutely no need. You're never going to be able to burn off all those calories with cardio, so you just can't do it. But like going for a walk, doing some strength training, that kind of thing, and doing a normal amount of cardio that you normally would do is absolutely fine. And it's the same with food. Get back on track to what you normally eat, but don't starve yourself, because what that promotes is a binge-starve cycle. So if you starve yourself the next day, what that's going to do is it's going to make it really tempting to then overeat, because you feel hungry and you've been starving and depriving yourself. So just get back on track and eat how you normally would. Don't feel guilty. Enjoy that day, and once you get back on track, you know you're not going to find that you've done a huge amount of damage. If you've made any progress so far, you should be able to retain that progress, especially if you're not treating it as a day where you're just absolutely going wild. If you just eat normally, eat a normal plate of, you know, the turkey roast dinner, whatever it is, and kind of one dessert, you're not going to go far wrong. But if you treat it as a day where you're going to kind of binge and really overeat on calories, that's when you could have a problem. If you fall off track for for longer than those 2 or 3 days that I've recommended. It's really important not to beat yourself up and just get back on track as soon as possible. The earlier you can do it, the better, and don't worry about what's gone on before. You can't do anything about that, but what you can do is move forward. So I really hope that helps on how you can handle the holidays. That's how I handle it. So I'm gonna have maybe 2-3 days where I kind of eat what I like, and then the rest of the time I'm gonna be sticking to my high protein macro eating.